What's the word, family? What's going on? I hope anybody watching is having a blessed day. And I hope that anybody watching this, that I can be a blessing to your day. First little video, you know what I'm saying? But you got to get your feet wet at some point. Beautiful fall day out here at the park. Just give me a little walk in before I hit the crib, you know. But today I just wanted to talk about trust in the process, you know. Trust in the process. You hear this a lot when you getting in shape or when you start hitting the gym and whatnot. You hear people say, trust the process. Put those cookies down, put those chips down, you know what I mean? And trust the process. And I know that's a basic thing. Like just that basic phrase of trust in the process. It's basic, but it's really true. Because a lot of times in life, it's so many things that we pick up and that we want to do. There's so many things we pick up that we want to do. We start and we never finish. And we give up. We give up right before we see the results. What goes further than trusting the process is I even want to add something else to that. Trust the process, yeah, but when you do so, you're on the edge of the possibility. You're on the edge of possibility. I was just watching something where he was saying that, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to say it wrong. But all we got to do with a lot of stuff is just start. But let me take it even further than that. Yeah, all we got to do with a lot of stuff is start. But on top of that, all we got to do after we start is just stick with it. You know what I mean? Just stick with it. Don't give up. You know, a couple years ago, the sun hit me. You know what I mean? It felt good having the sun on your body, but a few years ago, or a couple years ago rather, to be more specific, I started working on my body, started working on my physique, started getting in shape, you know? And I always wanted to do it. And I always seen myself doing it. So it's like, first, it's always good to start with a vision. You know what I'm saying? God, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus Christ. And I believe he gives every man, every woman a vision. And you can't do anything, in my opinion, unless you can see it first. You got to be able to visualize yourself doing it and saying, yeah, I could do that. Because you can't even visualize it in this infinite world, in this infinite, I'm going to leave it at that. This infinite world that God has given us inside of our brain to be able to create. If you can't visualize it with all the ability that we had to imagine things in life, I don't think you could ever achieve it if you can't visualize it. So yeah, I always envisioned myself being in shape, but it was just like, when was I gonna start? You know? When was I gonna make that change? When was I gonna put those cookies and those chips down? When was I gonna, coming from like, obviously as a black man, everybody got jokes. Everybody got jokes. And it ain't like, always personal. It ain't always like, oh, they just really trying to just down you. But you know how people are. You know how black folk is. Oh, you can't eat that, huh? You know what I'm saying? Love my peoples. I was just at a recent event, or rather not too long ago. They seen how I kind of like changed my body over there. Man, all you eat is protein. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it ain't even like they really trying to down you or nothing like that, or they talking crazy about you. It's really just everything like they just joke and they just make light of situations when really it be even deeper than really people really even thinking about. So, you know, coming from that and coming from a background where people, we don't prioritize eating well. We don't really know about it. They don't really give us the tools to be able to do it. But that's not an excuse. The tools are here. All we got to do is pick them up. I mean, by giving it to us, it's really just, it would be them putting the tools in our hands and forcing us to use them. But as long as you get up every day with breath in your body, God give you breath in your body. The Most High give you breath in your body. You can get up and you can make a change. You start working on your body. Because I'm going to tell you right now, as a man that over the last couple years that started working on his body, start at home. You can't get away from at home. A lot of people say, oh, I don't want to get that gym membership. They don't want to dedicate themselves to it. Shout out to Ron Will's Body Game. It's basically what this is. It's just my perspective on it. But what was I saying? You know what I'm saying? Over this last couple of years, you really, until you get to a certain place, you really don't know how strong you are mentally, especially as a man. You really don't know. Over this last couple of years, starting at home, working out, take it to a next level. I moved, got into a gym. Okay, now I done got to the gym. Took that's the next level, the next level. All right, now I done decided to get PT, get a personal trainer. That's the next level. So I could really learn what I'm doing. So I could really make a difference, you know? And I feel like in doing that, it just changed my life. Let this person walk past. Good morning, how you doing? I'm good. Oh yeah, feeling good. It's a little cold though. Love to see that. Older lady getting her walk on out here, staying healthy in this beautiful weather though. It's cold, but it's beautiful. It looks beautiful out here. Anyway, like I said, over that last couple years, you really don't know until you start it that when you start working on your body, you start working on your physique, okay, yeah, you get more attention from women for sure. But it really should be for you in the sense that your mindset change. If you were a person that lacked aggression, that needed aggression in some situations, you know, sometimes you need a little aggression as a man. If you lack it, it'll start changing your mindset. You'll start becoming a warrior about the mind. You'll start thinking like, instead of thinking about like, man, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna pay that bill? How am I gonna get this or that? You know what I mean? You start just going out and doing it and saying, okay, I'm gonna make the first step and I'm gonna trust in God by faith that once I make this first step, after that, everything else is gonna fall into place. But you gotta start somewhere. That's the first step. That's like what I was saying about that video earlier. The man said, a lot of times all we gotta do is start. I'm noticing that once you start in a lot of situations, once you start, everything else falls in place. You put your trust in God, put your trust in the Most High, everything falls in place. Let this other person walk past. That's a cute dog. How you doing? But yeah. You know what I'm saying? Also, just even that, I'm not a super social person. I never really been like a super outgoing person, but I never been like a too much of a shy person in the sense that I kind of like thought about what other people think when I walk in a room like that. Like, my confidence is super low. But I tell you one thing, I wasn't a super social person, but now, as you can see, people walking past, I'm saying, good morning, how you doing? That wasn't me before. You know what I mean? I was to myself. That's a whole nother topic, but something just dropped in my mind. Obviously, like, get off them sites, man. Get off them sites. And I'm gonna leave it at this and say, get off them sites and stop spilling your seed, man. Teaches you, not only does the body game teach you discipline, but doing that teach you discipline. You know what I mean? Doing that teach you discipline. You know what I'm saying? There's so many dudes that's hardwired everything about that, you know, physical gratification. I'm gonna put it like that. Physical gratification. I ain't gonna say the other word, you know what I mean? But everything about physical gratification, man. No, everything is not about physical gratification. Sometimes it's more important to delay the gratification. You know what I mean? To delay that gratification. And focus on what you could do to get yourself to the next level. And I'm still not where I need to be, but I'm a long way from where I was. But yeah, just building up your confidence, building up your, I'ma call it, well, it ain't like I made it up, but it's called that go get it attitude. Building that go get it attitude. You gotta go get it, man. Ain't nobody gonna hand it to you, dog. Ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing. Even the Most High don't just hand it to you. You gotta show that you got faith in him. You gotta show that you believe in him. You gotta show that you willing to do what it takes in order to get close to him so that he could trust you with that next step or that next blessing in your development in this walk called life. You know what I'm saying? Guess I gotta walk over here by this water a little bit. It's showing beautiful though. But yeah, man. Make sure I don't fall. But yeah, man. Trust in the process, man. Start. I'm telling you, it's gonna change your mindset on things. Start working on your physique. It's gonna change your mindset on things. I feel like one of the biggest reasons, like I said before, being on the edge of possibility. One of the biggest reasons you need to start working on your physique, working on your body, working on your diet. It changed your mindset, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. It changed your mindset. It gives you like some sort of, it's like a superpower. It gives you mental fortitude. It gives you a level of mental fortitude, bro. It's some situations I done been in recently, bro, that I know the old me would have been like, it would have quit. The old me would have been like, okay, what I'm finna do next? How I'm gonna make this work? This me is like, okay, it happened. What I'm finna do now? All right, let me do this. Let me go pick up some extra hours. All right, let me go figure out what my next move is. Because at the end of the day, life gonna keep going. And you know something that I've been noticing lately? I've been noticing that a lot of times we look at the bad things that happen in life, but really, I've been noticing that by what I mean by being on the edge of possibility, you on the edge of your blessing, dog. For real. You on the edge of your blessing as soon as you start to realize that all that negative stuff, everything that's negative that's happening to you, is in some crazy way sometimes by design. It's made to build you up. When you start looking at all that negativity that may be coming your way, you notice that usually when something negative in your life happens, it's not just one negative thing. It's like this negative happened, and then this negative happened, and then this negative happened, and then, oh wait, here come another negative thing happening. It hit you like a combination. You know what I'm saying? I'm into boxing. It hits you like a combination, like a Terrence Crawford combination. Like the negativity just playing with you, dancing around. You know, y'all seen that Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight. But yeah, it's just like dancing around you, boom, hitting you with combinations. 1, 2. It's never just one thing. It's a combination of things, but I noticed that that's when I'm like, okay, I start looking for God. I'm like, okay, Lord, there's a blessing around the corner. Somewhere, there's some sort of blessing around the corner. Because all this negativity, it ain't just happening for no reason. God ain't just letting me go through this for no reason. There's something, there's some positive, there's a blessing around the corner. And you gotta believe that. And when you believe that, I think even in those dark times, stuff started looking a lot better. Because it's like you know you about to come out of it. I don't know when. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know how it's gonna come, but I know it's gonna come. I'm trusting in the process. I'm trusting that everything that's happening to me right now is happening for my good. Even the stuff that don't feel good right now. Everything not gonna feel good. I think we live in a world where everybody's so caught up in like, I'm not feeling this. They in their feelings about everything, you know what I mean? But everything not gonna feel good. We got pain receptors for a reason. We got different emotions that are good and bad, that range from good and bad for a reason. Everything not gonna feel good. They always say too much of anything is bad for us. Too much happiness can be bad for us based off the way that we built. A lot of people that's super happy with something, imagine money make you happy. You get too much money, then the money don't make you happy no more. That's just the way we are. That's just the way that life works. I don't know why it works that way. I pray in Jesus' name I figure it out at some point, or God allow me to know. But I know this, that when a whole bunch of negative things are happening at one time, I notice that there's a blessing around the corner somewhere. All you got to do is get in line and be looking for it. Keep looking for it. Keep striving for it. Keep believing God for it. In Jesus' name, you know. So yeah, man, trust the process. Start the process. Because when you start the process, that blessing is around the corner. And you're on the edge of possibility, dog. What if? What if you just took that next step? What if you quit that job that's making you unhappy? What if? Take a second. What if you quit that job that's making you unhappy? What if you quit hanging around those people that's really holding you down? You can still have love for them, all that. Still keep love for them, still check on them from time to time. But ultimately, everybody ain't meant to be around forever. In your life forever. You know? Sometimes people only meant to be in your life for a season. They only meant to be in your life for a little bit. There's some relationships that's supposed to happen in life. There's some relationships that's supposed to happen only for a certain amount of time in your life. You know what I mean? Dog back there, man. Cool little dog. But yeah, it's some things that's only meant to happen for certain periods of time. And a lot of times I'm learning, sometimes you gotta learn when to let go of stuff. That's been something that I've needed to deal with in my life. Letting go when I should let go. And I pay the consequences a lot of times in life because I don't let go when I know I should let go. I want to hold on to it. I want it. But ultimately, when you do that, it's like, because it's not meant for you no more, it no longer serves you, it's not natural no more. So things start to kind of throw you off your path. It starts to obstruct where I believe that God is leading you in your life. And it's crazy too. So man, learning when to let go. But yeah, man, I'm dropping a whole bunch of like stuff. This is like my first time being on camera because I don't really like cameras like that. I'm a more so private person. And I didn't think I was gonna be able to, keep a video going this long, especially off the top of the dome, freestyle, just some things I had on my mind. But I'm out here in this brisk weather, but it's fall weather, you know what I'm saying? But it's beautiful though. The scenery nice though. Sun was out a little bit earlier, but the scenery nice though. And I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to be where I'm at. And I'm thankful because I know, like I've been saying, I'm on the edge of possibility. I'm looking for that blessing. It's right around the corner. That's why it's like, I know people looking at me, some people that know what I'm going through looking at me like, why is he so calm? Man, if I was in his situation, I would have, boy. But it's like, I just know it's gonna work out. How do you know it's gonna work out? I don't know, but I know. You did? I don't know, but I know. And sometimes you gotta put off some of them questions that people be asking you sometimes too, because sometimes people asking you those questions can plant seeds of doubt, and it might not be their intention. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It might not be their intention, but it plant a seed of doubt. Like, man, should I be worried? Nah, don't be worried, dog. But yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Finish my walk out here. All right, y'all be smooth, family. You know what I mean? Sunset.rill, aka Setty Row, signing out.